Alright, so you're probably wondering, yes, I bought a Gunpla off TEMU, and I'm not really proud of it, but there are some good things, but also some bad things. So let's get right to it. See, I did buy something off TEMU. I wasn't really proud of it, but you know what? I thought it'd be cool to just do a video just to get some content out of it. Maybe do a comparison or at least my thoughts of buying TEMU, Gunpla on TEMU. And as you can see here, right out of the box, it's very Chinese. Yes, I have no idea what it reads. I don't speak, well, I speak Chinese, but I don't read it. So just from looking here, yes, you are getting a quality China product. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting. So just from right here, we can open from the box at the bottom. As you can see, just looking at the images, it's pink, and honestly, I have no idea what this says because I don't speak, I can't read it or the language or whatever it is. So yeah, they kind of just gave me this box. Again, this is from TEMU. So again, I assume this is in Chinese for the most part. So let's just open the box here. Go. So opening here, right here. And so the packaging, I thought it was gonna be worse. It's not as bad as I thought it'd be. You can see here. So I wanted to do the same thing from the bottom, the manual from the bottom, and I was right. We open here. Yeah, this is definitely pretty much a Chinese build for the most part. This is strictly from China. The manual probably seems pretty much the same, except obviously, again, the title here. So this is more like a third party, I'd say model kit for the most part. But look, they actually give you tweezers, which is pretty interesting. So they give you some tweezers here. And it looks like they give you a little nipper. I don't know how good it is, but it's kind of cute how they actually offer this to you. So it's pretty tiny. I don't know how strong that is. We'll try it out later. And they give you a little sanding stick, which is super funny and cute. And here we go. Here's the runners. So we open it here. So as you can see here, here's some of the runners here. Gray. And it looks like some pieces are already kind of falling off, so I don't know if that's like a sign or anything. As you can see, the pink color is really cute. I like the pink right here. Really nice. And it has different types of runners. I know it's technically has the B1, but it has ABS, so I don't know if it's kind of different. Here. And it looks like it comes with a stand too, so kind of cool how they offer you a stand. I don't know what this part is, but I guess we'll find out. The sticker sheet isn't as bad as I thought. There you go, it's right there. And it comes with, I don't know if these are decals. I think these are actually decals. So this thing actually comes with decals. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, it looks like it's a decal sheet. So that's interesting for an HG. HGs don't normally come in decals. I would assume this is the eye part here. Yeah, and again, these pink colors, it's kind of unique. So yeah, anyways, it looks pretty nice. Really excited to get started on this build. So after building it last night on Twitch, thanks so much for everyone for actually dropping by. I really appreciate it. But I was having a hard time on this build. I was not having it. I didn't really like the build. It was just janky. Some of the parts on here were even just like, I had to really just take a hammer and jab it in. And as you can see, yes, one of the pink shoulder parts did fall off because when I was trying to jam it, it bounced off and it went to the eternal doom of Abyss. So now it's just gone. So yeah, you're gonna have to deal with one part on the side, and I'm not gonna go find it. But just looking here, yeah, there is some presentation behind it. It does look pretty good if you just want to leave it there. But we did have a lot of problems with it, and again, it was just a hassle to build. I was not having it. Maybe I'll just post a video somewhere of my struggles. But yeah, there were a lot of pretty bad struggles with the thing, and wasn't really having it. So as you can see, we have the build right here, and again, we're just going over the articulation of it. So of course you can do the 360 turn. both sides, and the legs kind of only go this much, so I guess it gives you an idea how far the scene goes in terms of splits. Again, I never built the revive for the freedom, so I don't know if this is how difficult it was or the same build, but I can tell you one thing. I can tell some of the parts were a little more jankier than usual, so when I was building this, some of the parts didn't even fit, and I had to kind of just rough the edge or something like that. So that was kind of a pain in the butt to deal with, so I had to work on that. And of course, again, if you spread out the side skirts here, it's kind of like it only goes like maybe this far. And of course, the cannons right here, this was kind of the pain in the butt. So right here, you have to be really careful bending this, and I don't know if it's because the joint right here is just not really strong, and I did feel like I had that kind of issue when I was building it, that it felt like some of the parts weren't really there. So if I just spread it out this way, you just have to be, again, you have to be very careful with it. And again, I don't know if that was with the revive freedom as well, but again, it was kind of a pain in the butt to kind of, you know, move in, stuff like that. So that was a pain in the butt. And again, some parts don't really attach as well, so that was also another issue. And of course, putting the bat back here, the wings were phenomenal, fantastic, looks pretty, but again, it kind of tends to fall apart, so you have to be really careful when placing the wings. So as you can see, they kind of already fall apart like that. Again, I don't know if that's what the revive had that issue. So if you want to kind of change its posing, you kind of have to take off the wings that way. Now I did do the Helios, and the Helios wings didn't have that issue, so I don't know if this is because, again, it just might be a TEMU product, and again, I paid like $8 for this, so of course, you know, again, you get what you pay for. So you just move the wings like that. There you go. It looks pretty nice. And if you want to put it on, the one thing I did have an issue with is that when you place this on, it's like really next to the V-fins, so that's kind of scary, and I don't know if it's meant to do that or not. But again, it could just be the mold and, you know, how crappy it is maybe. So if you just go like that, it kind of looks presentable, kind of looks cool. Again, the shield is kind of crap. I don't know if like how this puts on, or if I'm supposed to put it on like this maybe. But you know, just put the shield like that. It doesn't look very good. It's pretty flimsy. Again, so overall, the mobility can't really do a lot of posing. So I guess if you're trying to, you can maybe do something like this, which looks kind of cool. Maybe I'm just really not good at posing, maybe, I don't know. But you know, for me personally, I'm just terrible at posing, so maybe I'm not doing it the right way. But it kind of does it justice, you know. Again, for something for $8, it's not terrible posing once you complete it. But again, it's the process of building it was kind of the issue. I kind of didn't like the process, but the coloring is nice for what it is. So I don't, you know, again, it's not bad for $8. But again, would I ever build the process? Probably not. Wasn't a big fan of it. So after my process of building this thing, and of course trying to pose it the best way I can, this is the final result. And as you can see, some of the parts were just kind of janky. As mentioned, parts are falling off, the wings were falling off, the shield kind of looks dummy there. Even the side skirts cannons are just kind of lopsided. And again, obviously this was a build I did all yesterday, so I apologize for any nubs, because I know some of you don't really like nubs.
You left nubs!
Forgive me, my friend!
Never!
So anywho, you know, that's kind of like my review for the most part. Overall, I probably recommend not getting anything on TEMU for Gunpla, unless if you're maybe buying a stand for like $2, then sure. But in terms of the kits, I don't really think you should get them. They're really not worth the quality. Again, I normally do like third-party kits, but this is just too much, and I don't know. Don't spend your money on this. Anyways, that's pretty much for my review. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And if you haven't liked, subscribed already, please do it, and see you guys next video. Peace.
Hey, I was watching that.